Welcome to the Lovejoy Show, and yet another story. I have a teacher who this time, not to be outdone by the other previous teachers, this teacher decides to sleep with 3 male students. This is another female teacher that's made the news, and she was busted sleeping with 3 male students, 16 and 17 years old. Now, according to this Maxim News, it says a North Carolina math teacher has been arrested for having sex with 3 male high school students, according to police. Her name was 25 years. They say she's 25 years old. Her name is Erin Elizabeth McAuliffe, and she has been charged with 3 counts of sexual activity with a student and 1 count of indecent liberties with a minor. And she's got these annoying goddamn selfies that she's posting in this article. It's just the narcissism. They go on to say, the article goes on to say, it's very shocking and appalling that a person would do that to a student. No shit. And she's just sitting here with these goddamn selfies, you know. Sexual relations between a teacher and student is of course always wrong, but goddamn it, how come this never happened when we were in high school? Oh shit, that's a comment I read. So you got, I hate this double standard in our society. I hate it. I hate it. I hate how a man, if a male teacher is caught with a student, an underage student, they will put his ass under jail and then in hell. Whereas with these female teachers, it's just like they're just kind of getting a slap on the wrist here, and it's not really fair because they're preying on these young males, you know. And bullshit, you're telling me, oh, the guys are lucky. These guys are going to be fucked in the head, literally. It's just, you know, you don't prey on kids like that because you're taking advantage of kids. I mean, the fact that I even have to say that, it's just like I feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone. Now, you're probably wondering why all these whores are sleeping with male students. I'll tell you why. Because this is the same bitch that I probably tried to talk to one night at a club, and I asked her for a goddamn number and she never called me back. And you know why she didn't call me back? Because she's got fucking date with a 16-year-old. You know, the narcissism is so sick nowadays. And the dark side, to me, this is what I call the dark side of feminism. This is this whole, I don't need a man, I'm an independent woman. You know, I can do this myself. I don't, you know, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, the main feminists that promote this shit are happily married. I'll do another show on that later. But back to the story. They get into this, I don't need a man, I'm an independent woman, blah, 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 blah. Or they made the wrong choices early in life, so they think all men are shit. So what do? They turn to little boys. There go this teacher probably went out to the club. She probably went out. Men, I'm sure, approached her. She's very attractive. Men, I'm sure, approached her around the clock, and she would reject them. She would tell them, you know, maybe they didn't have enough money, maybe they didn't have enough game, maybe they were this, maybe they were basic, maybe they were that. And you know what? She's lonely on the weekend, and guess what she does? She phones up 16-year-old Jeremy and his other buddy, and she says, I want y'all to run a train on me. I want to do a threesome with y'all. It's so fucking lame that you have these women out here. They sit up and tell you you're a fucking lame, basic motherfucker. You go home, and you're trying to figure out what kind of, man, what is this? What's wrong with me? I need to work on my game. Man, you know, how come I couldn't get her number tonight? It must have been something I said, or maybe it was the cologne I had on, or maybe it was this. Maybe I need to make some more money. Maybe. No, motherfucker, that ain't it. You ain't 16. That's the problem. The problem is you ain't 16. The 16-year-olds are getting all the pussy. Anyway, you know, I got to stop the show because I got to do yet another show on another teacher that's also sleeping with underage students. So let me close this show out now so I can turn around and do another show about this shit, because it is epidemic, and I've been saying for the longest you're going to hear about this more and more and more. Meanwhile, people like me, we got to go jerk off at night because, of course, we don't have a girlfriend. I don't. And there's a lot of guys out there like this because guess what? All the girls in our age group are fucking 16-year-olds. So have a great